Hello all, Vishweshwar here again, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to a list in Python. A list is a type of data just like string and integers we have seen so far, and it's used to store a list of things, and it's similar to the arrays in some other languages like Java. So let's take a look at one example here. To define a list, you can just write a is equal to square bracket 3 comma 5 comma minus 1 close square bracket. This line define a new list with the elements 3, 5 and minus 1, and assign this list to this variable a. And just a quick note here that you, you have to use the Jupyter notebook here. You can also use Python, which is a good IDE for Python. Now let's run the cell, and once we run the cell, a should be defined. So print a in parenthesis a, and when we run we get a list with the elements 3, 5 and minus 1. What if you wanted to add an item to this list? You can do that with a dot append parenthesis 1. That means append the item 1 to the list to this list. This dot notation is a pretty common one, and you see more of that later in this course. So this function append is basically a predefined function you can use on the list data type. So again, that a dot append parenthesis 1. Let's execute this cell, and once we print a and let's run this cell, 1 is added to this list. So one interesting thing about Python list, which is different from some other languages like Java, is that you can mix types in a single list. So you could have a list containing numbers as well as a string, a character string. Let's append hello to the list A. It will append hello to the list of a variable, and let's run the cell with the print function a, and again run. You can see here hello character string has been added to the list of variable a. A list could even contain another list, so let's see how that works. A dot append square bracket in the parenthesis with closing parenthesis as well, 1 comma 2. This means create a new list with the elements 1 and 2 and then append it to this list. Let's see how that looks with the print a, and let's run the cell. Let's see how that looks. You can see here one different list with a square bracket here, which is appended through this code of a line. So 3, 5 minus 1, 1, hello, and this another list which is appended through this line. And now you see that bunch of numbers and string which is hello and another list within the single list. Okay, what if you wanted to delete an item from this list? For example, that last item. To delete the last item, you can do a a. Dot pop, a. Dot. 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 So let's check out. So you can see here in the output this last item of in the list has been popped, that is the deleted. So let's check out what we will get when we use the print function to print the variable a. Print parenthesis a. Let's run the cell. You will see here this list has been deleted with the pop function. So basically this pop function is used to delete the last item in the list. So we are using dot notation here, and pop is another function that's predefined for the list data type, and that's why we can just write a dot pop, open parenthesis and close parenthesis. And to see the result, we have seen the results here in this line of the output. Let's delete the string as well. Use one more time pop function, predefined function. Let's run the cell. You can see here this hello character string has been deleted from the list. If you want to see the results here, print a in the parenthesis, again run the cell. You can see here hello character string has been deleted with the pop predefined function in the list data types, and you can see in the list these are the values. Now there are many other predefined functions other than pop and append on the list data types, but append and pop are two of the most common ones. Okay, what if you wanted to retrieve a specific item from this list? For example, the first item, second item, or the third item. To do that, you can just write a square bracket 0, that means retrieve the item from the list A index 0, and in Python just like in many other languages index starts at 0. So first item in the list has been index 0 and the second item has index 1, third item has index minus 1, fourth is third is 2 1 sorry. So let's run the cell. You can see the output here. So we don't have to print, use the print function here to get the output, because in Jupyter notebook there is not necessarily you need to use the print function. By just running the cell you will get this output. So we in this case we didn't use the print function, we just use the a in square bracket and close square bracket 0 index, and from the list we have retrieved the value 3. It's very easy to understand, it's not difficult, but to keep it so as we have seen here, we did not use the print function here in the Jupyter notebook, but to keep a consistent, to not to forget using print function in other IDE platforms. For example, PyCharm, we need to use the print function. So in that case, if you are doing programming in PyCharm IDE, you need to use print function here, where you will how will you use the print function? A square in the circular parenthesis, you need to use put the a square bracket 0, and then you need to run the cell. You will again see the output value is 3. That is the same which we run in the for this line. So if you are doing coding in a PyCharm IDE, you need to use the print function with in this format, in this syntax. Okay, what if you wanted to retrieve the fourth item, this number 1? To do that, you just need to do a square brackets 3 and run. You will get the value 1. what if we wanted to change the content of this list? Let's see how to do that. So what if we wanted to change this number 3 to 100? To do that, you can first select that item with a square bracket 0, a 0. You can assign the new number with the a square bracket 0 equals to 100, and let's run sale, and let's print this, say print a variable here with the parentheses, and let's run the cell once again. You will see the value of 0 index has been changed to the 100 rather than 3. So if you want to change any content of the list of any index, you will need to use this format. Okay, now I'm going to give a quick exercise for you. What we learned so far, let's say you have a list. B is equal to in square bracket 1 comma 2 comma y. Okay, sorry, we can give the character string here. B is equal to apple comma banana. Please use double inverted comma a comma for the every string. Banana comma mango. Can you swap the first value of this list, whose index is 0, with the last item of this list? So this is the exercise for you guys. You need to hope you understood the question, that you need to swap this for apple to the place of mango, and mango you need to put into the place of apple. That is, after the swapping this both the value of this list, then the index 0 value will be mango and index 2 value will be apple. So think about it. This is the quick exercise for you. See the solution, how we can find out and implement in the code to swapping the values of this list. First you need to print current list here. Let's run the cell. You will see here list values or string values of the list got printed here. First, we will define temporary variable, which is temporary is equal to b square bracket 0, then assign value, then assign a value of a b square bracket 2 to the square bracket b0, and then assign temp first to b square bracket 2. At the end we are going to print b. As you see, uh, here, output is now the value has been swapped here, but something is missing, because ideally we should the mango should be in the first place, that is at index 0, and the apple should be at index 2. Okay, something we need to change here, some b0. Okay, some mistake that we made here while assigning the values. No worries, we are making some changes in the code here, and let's see how output gets printed here. Still we see the same output here, and actually there is shortcut for this to get this solution. B square bracket 0 comma B square bracket 2 is equal to B square bracket 2 comma B square bracket 0, and let's see if it works by printing the. Let's see how it works. Let's run this cell. uh Still it is not working, something is wrong, because ideally we should see the value of mango in the first index and apple at the last index here, but it is not working. Otherwise code is perfect here. So this is the definitely valid way to swap the variables in the list to elements within the list. But don't worry about this method. So just quick reminder guys, if you want to see upcoming videos in the Python tutorial series, then please like, share and subscribe my video, and share this knowledge about the Python, as we already know that the Python is very demanding language nowadays because of the artificial intelligence and machine learning. So please like, share and subscribe my video. Thank you so much.